The movie picks up years after the events of the first film. Luke DeVrox, the once brainwashed soldier turned hero, is now working as a technical consultant for the Universal Soldier program, operated by the government under the oversight of Dr. Dylan Cotner. The program has evolved and a new generation of Unisols, or Universal Soldiers, is being developed. These soldiers are not only physically enhanced but also equipped with advanced artificial intelligence. The system is called Seth, making them more efficient killing machines. In the next scene, we are at a meeting between Luke, his close friend Maggie, Dr. Dillon, and General Radford, who informs the team that the government is cutting the budget and they have to shut down the program. The team disagrees with this decision, saying the soldiers are stronger, faster, and bulletproof, and that they should be used in combat instead of human soldiers, but the general stays firm with the decision. Seth is in the next room hearing this. He decides to take over the program. At night, when everyone is home, he orders Unisols to start reproducing to make a bigger army and prepare for war. In the next scene, a reporter named Aaron Young is at the facility trying to get in to make his story. The scene then cuts to the computer room where Luke's daughter, Hillary, informs everyone that there is something wrong with Seth. At this moment, our reporters get in and start filming. Dr. Dillon says that Seth is not responding to commands, suggesting someone has hacked into the system and that it can only be Seth himself. Seth gives Dr. Dillon the middle finger and orders his Unisols to take over the building. Luke suggests cutting the power, but when this guy is switching the power off, he gets electrocuted. Seth then shoots a light bulb at Dr. Dillon, killing him and the cameraman reporter. The rest of the team flee the scene. Luke tells General the only hope is a code that erases Seth's memory, and that he himself and Dr. Dillon are the only ones who know the code. If Seth cannot find the code in 8 hours, he will shut down. Luke tells the General and Aaron to get out of the building. He proceeds to cut the power from the generator. They split, but Aaron follows Luke. Maggie and Hillary are fleeing the building when Unisol Romeo, who is also the leader of the Unisol squad, confronts them. Maggie fights him and rides him down the stairs, but ends up injuring Hillary. Maggie takes her to a hospital. In the next scene, we are introduced to Squid, a former member of the Unisols program who got fired. Seth contacts the Squid asking for his help with a human body that the Squid has hidden offline, suggesting he wants to transform himself to a body. Squid gladly agrees. In the next scene, we see 4 Unisols coming out of the building to confront the army surrounding the facility. General Radford orders his men to shoot them down, but for some reason, they don't get shot in the face. The Unisols then start to fire back, massacring everyone, including reporters who are live on air, showcasing their brutal strength. The scene then transitions to inside the building, where Romeo confronts Luke and Aaron. He kills the guards and chases the couple, but they manage to escape from him by jumping into a truck and running over Romeo. They then get out of the building and meet up with General, who has brought a new ranger squad to go inside, locate the generator, and destroy it. Since they cannot blow up the whole facility because there are biochemical weapons inside, Luke wants to go in with them, suggesting he knows the Unisols better than anyone. In the next scene, Unisols are transforming Seth into his new, cool and muscular body. Seth then opens his eye, now in form of a super Unisol. Luke and his team infiltrate the building. They find a generator room, but just as they're about to detonate the bombs, the Unisols attack them and kill all of them one by one. Luke is the only one who survives due to plot armor. He then visits the computer room, but Seth is gone. Realizing something is wrong, he flees the building once again. We then see Romeo at Luke's house looking for Hillary to use her as leverage for the erasing memory code. When Romeo cannot find her, he listens to the voicemail and hears that Maggie has taken her to the hospital. In the next scene, Luke confronts a Squid to ask him about what he has done to Seth. Squid confesses giving him a body 5 times stronger and faster than normal Unisols. He goes on saying he has created a god. when Seth enters the room and breaks his neck and throws him away. Now standing face to face with Luke, Seth asks Luke for the code, but Luke refuses to give in, saying he's the only one who knows the code and that Seth cannot kill him. Seth threatens to harm Luke's daughter Hillary. Luke gets furious and attacks Seth, but he's no match for him. Seth throws him easily and leaves. Our protagonist then rushes to the hospital to save his daughter, only to find Unisols there. He engages in combat and manages to take a few of them down. But when he arrives at Hillary's room, Seth is holding her and flees the scene by jumping off the window. When Luke and Aaron arrive at the facility, Luke goes inside. Aaron is talking to the general when he reveals he's planning to bomb the whole facility and that a specialist team is on their way to hold the biochemicals from spreading. He then tells Aaron that the team will arrive in 15 minutes, and he will give Luke the same amount of time before he blows up the whole facility. Luke is inside when he encounters Maggie, who is now a Unisol. It is difficult for Luke to see his close friend as a Unisol, but he shoots her anyway. He then confronts Seth and the two start fighting. Luke is trying his best with the iconic Jean-Claude Van Damme kicks, but he's no match for Seth. At this moment, the code pops on a computer screen, showing that Seth has managed to crack the code. He then smiles and tells Luke he doesn't need him anymore, and that he'll give him a quick death and take care of Hillary. This angers Luke, so he attacks Seth with some more Jean-Claude Van Damme kicks, but Seth is way stronger than him. Realizing he cannot defeat Seth, Luke traps him inside the cooling room and shoots the switch that releases liquid nitrogen onto Seth's body, and he freezes. Luke then shatters Seth to pieces with a kick. He then saves his daughter, and they both flee the building with Unisols at their back chasing them. Luke gets out of the building and shoots the detonator, which blows up the facility, killing all the Unisols inside. He then embraces his daughter and Aaron, and the movie ends.